Okay, folks, this is my first attempt at recording a lesson for you to check and work on at home. I'm going to put this on my website, so you, as you already know, are supposed to go to this, and if you see me now, you did that, and tell me what this lesson is about, capture a screenshot, and I'll show you how to do that, as well as maybe learn something about water and it being a polar molecule. So I'm going to make my face go away because it's kind of creepy looking at that. Well, I'm going to try, and here we go. All right, first of all, what I wrote on here, there are three circles. The bigger circle is supposed to represent oxygen. All right, so I'm going to type that up here. Oxygen is the bigger circle, and as we know, water is H2O, O being oxygen, these two being hydrogen. All right. And what we need to figure out is how do they bond. We've talked about this. You guys should know this by now. Oxygen has 6 valence electrons. So I'm just going to use some dots here to represent them around the outside. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I'm going to put 5 and 6 down here just because this makes it easier for me to show you my point. And we know that hydrogen has 1 valence electron. Remember, valence electrons are the electrons in the outermost energy level. Okay. Now, if I'm going to try to make a circle here to represent the bonding. Well, I don't think that's going to work. I'll just circle it. All right. So if we circle these, that is our covalent bond between this hydrogen and this oxygen. Well, oxygen's not happy, so we have to do another one, and there it is. Now, as I demonstrated in class, oxygen is kind of a bully, so it hogs the electrons, and if you were to take a snapshot 10 times of this molecule, 9 out of 10 times the electrons would be around here. Plus, you see we've got another pair of electrons, these lone pairs we call them, and those create more of a negative. And you guys don't really need to understand that part as much for this class. It will help you later on. But what happens is this creates a slightly negative charge up here at the top and a slightly positive charge down here where the hydrogens are. This creates what we call a polar molecule. All right, and polar you can think of, I told you, is in terms of like the Earth, we have a North Pole and a South Pole. Well, magnets, they have a positive and a negative pole. Oxygen also has that. All right, so what we can do, I'm going to try and copy this here if I can group this. All right, and I'm going to clone it. And I know this is I'm moving a lot here, but you'll see in just a second what I'm trying to do. If I can clone this and move it a little bit, if we had another oxygen molecule, we know that opposites attract. So if this water molecule was sitting next to this water molecule, then what would happen is we would get what we call an attraction, a hydrogen bonding attraction right here. And that's how water sticks together. And that is what allows things like the lizard that I showed you in class run across the top. It allows things to float on top of water. It creates this connection here, creates a connection, and it creates what we call surface tension. So we have more to talk about with water, but this is one of the really unique properties that allows it to create the surface tension. It leads to some other properties that I'm going to try and make some study guides for and some more recordings. But so far, this is where we're at. So I hope you guys understand this. Again, you have until Friday to take a screenshot of this. Now, to take a screenshot, what you guys have to do is on your computer, you should see, and I'm going to try and flip over here, you should see a button that says print screen, like this one right here. All right. Now, in order to use that, you have to hit the control key and the print screen key at the same time. And what that does, that's kind of like right-click, copy, and paste. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to copy it. Now what you can do is you can go to your email and you can copy and paste it. Alright, now before I do that, what I'm going to do is go to a Word document. Now if I hit right click on the mouse and paste, it should put an image. There it is.